Okay, picture this. We're all hanging out at a sleepover right now. The lights are completely off, the house is dead silent, and your friends are just these shadows in the dark. Today's explainer is going to be a little different from our usual stuff. We aren't just reading a scary story. We're actually going to dissect a micro-horror tale known as The Last Call, just to see exactly how it manipulates your brain and really gets under your skin. So pull your blankets up close, lock your eyes on the screen, and let's unravel this chilling tale that's honestly meant only for the dark.
Have you ever woken up right in the dead of night, feeling completely alone but instinctively knowing you aren't? I want everyone in the room right now to just imagine that suffocating silence, that very specific kind of isolation that literally only happens in the middle of the night. Because this is the exact environment where we meet our main guy, Amit. Amit is fast asleep, the whole world is quiet, and then the silence has completely shattered.
So the story doesn't just say Amit wakes up at night. It specifies exactly 2 a.m. And that is absolutely intentional. 2 a.m. is the hour of total vulnerability, right? It's the absolute deepest phase of sleep. And that's the precise moment Amit is abruptly jolted awake. But what wakes him? It's not some random bump in the night. It's the shrill, piercing ring of his own cell phone.
Just picture Amit in a pitch-black room. He reaches out, and his face is suddenly illuminated by that harsh, glowing screen in the dark. He squints a bit. He reads the caller ID. And in that cold light, his blood just turns to ice. The name flashing on the screen, demanding to be answered, is his grandmother. Now you might be wondering, why does seeing his grandmother's name fill Emmett with paralyzing fear instead of, comfort? Well, it's because Emmett's grandmother cannot possibly be calling him. She has been dead for exactly 3 years. 3 whole years gone. Yet there it is. Her name is actively lighting up his phone right now, at 2 in the morning.
Notice how the explainer really focuses on his physical reaction to this impossible horror. It specifically notes his trembling hands. Imagine the violent shaking of his fingers as he holds that vibrating phone. It's a purely somatic response. The phone is buzzing, his hands are shaking, and that creeping dread is just radiating from the screen right into his bones. It perfectly mirrors the exact creeping dread you should all be feeling right about now.
So, would you answer it? Your grandmother passed away 3 years ago. Her name is right there on your ringing phone. Do you swipe to accept? Do you just let it ring out? Do you literally throw the phone across the room? Amit is caught in this absolutely horrifying trap. A call from the grave is literally demanding his attention.
Well, Amit finally breaks. His trembling thumb actually hits the accept button. He slowly, just agonizingly, lifts the phone to his ear. The call connects. He has just brought an impossible, dead voice directly into the intimate, safe space of his dark bedroom. The boundary between the living and the dead has just been completely breached through a simple cellular connection.
And through the static, from the other side, comes this hollow, distant voice. Son, don't open the door. Just let those words hang in the air for a second. His grandmother isn't calling to say hello. She is calling from beyond the grave to deliver a desperate warning. She is trying to protect him from something so much worse.
Let's actually break down the architecture of this scare, because honestly, it is phenomenal. Step 1, the ghostly warning is delivered. Step 2, there's this split second of paralyzing silence as Amit's brain desperately tries to process that his dead grandmother just spoke to him. And then, step 3, a sudden, violent disruption in the physical world. Because just as the voice from the phone fades, the real world outside his room responds.
Thack, thack, thack. Right at the door, not some gentle little tap, a heavy, violent knock just pounding at his front door, perfectly synced with the exact end of his dead grandmother's warning. The timing here is exactly what creates the ultimate psychological jump scare.
Think about the geometry of this completely claustrophobic trap Amit is caught in. On the inside, you have Amit, absolutely terrified, clutching a phone connected to a deceased relative who is somehow trying to protect him. Versus the outside, where there's a physical, violent entity actively demanding entry. He's literally sandwiched right between a supernatural warning and a physical threat.
But guys, the absolute most horrifying detail is saved for the very end. The entity at the door finally speaks, and the voice calling from the hallway sounds exactly like Amit himself. It's the uncanny doppelganger, the ultimate violation of reality. It's not a monster's voice. It is his own vocal cords vibrating through the solid wood of the door. The voice from outside simply says, "Open the door, I have arrived." It's chilling. It's completely commanding.
And it leaves us with one final, deeply provocative thought to end this explainer. If the thing outside sounding exactly like Amit has arrived, then who or what is the real Amit trapped inside? Sweet dreams, everyone.